Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nini Tella. I am the coordinator of Advising and Student Success Initiatives, and I am here on behalf of the Office of Advising, Transitions, and Student Success at Oakton. I'm here today to share with you your student's journey to success. In this presentation, we will talk through ways to plan your student success at Oakton. Some of you and your students are likely just starting the application process, or perhaps you're somewhere in the middle of the application or orientation process. So I wanted to review briefly the application and orientation steps to get your students started on their journey at Oakton. Your students' first steps in terms of the application process is to first apply for admission, complete placement testing, so both math and English, and then receive placement test results. I will go into a little bit more detail on all of these steps in just one moment. This is just an overview. But in terms of the orientation steps, the first step would be to complete online orientation, complete the new student questionnaire, attend an advising appointment, also known as the Advising and Registration Workshop, or ARW. And then step 4 is to register for classes. To talk a little bit more in detail about our online orientation, it is a flipped classroom model, and what that means is that we've loaded information into these online orientation so that your student is exposed to important information and content before they arrive to campus. In the online orientation, your student can go at their own pace, return to it when they have more time available. It takes overall about 30 to 45 minutes to complete. It offers individualized content based on your student's goal, whether they're degree seeking or certificate seeking or just planning to transfer. The online orientation includes more complex information as well related to degree options. It talks about, the difference between transfer versus career programs at Oakton. It covers degree requirements and advising services that we offer. We've also intentionally built in assessments into our online orientation just so that we can gauge understanding and learning. This, of course, in turn helps us tailor what we cover in the in-person orientation. And then more about the new student questionnaire. Once your student has completed the online orientation, the student is then invited to complete the new student questionnaire. The goal or the purpose of the questionnaire is to really help your students set goals. We want to learn a little bit more about what it is that they want to study, and we really just want to learn more about their academic history. We found that the questionnaire, since we've implemented it, really helps to ensure a smooth and easy registration experience. It helps the advisor prepare for their time together with your student so that they can understand ahead of time what your student's goals and interests are. Overall, it takes about less than 5 minutes to complete the new student questionnaire. Now, step 3, the advising appointment. Advisors are meeting with students virtually via Google Meet, either by phone or video, or in person for a 30-minute appointment. During this appointment, the advisor will really want to get to know your student, kind of understand what their goals are, what their academic aspirations are. During this appointment, they will review and discuss prior transcripts or prior credit or coursework that your student may have completed. They'll talk through any interests that your student may have from either high school or previous college or life experience. And then during this appointment, together with your student, they will create your student's first semester plan. They will create something called Banner Plan Ahead. A Banner Plan is an online tool. It's an online registration tool. So during the appointment, the advisor will recommend classes into your student's Banner Plan Ahead so that your student can access it at any time. I'll go into a little bit more detail about Banner Plan Ahead in just a few moments. And then step 4 would be to register for classes. After the advising appointment, your student can register on their own at home using that banner plan that the advisor created, along with additional resources and information that the advisor will provide via email following the appointment. And then some final enrollment steps. Once your student has registered, of course, they'll want to make arrangements for tuition payment. They'll purchase books, and then they'll begin their classes. Starting the first semester and onward, it's really important that students understand that the role and their relationship with the academic advisor does not just stop at orientation. This is an ongoing relationship that, together with their advisor, will be nurtured so that your student has that support throughout their entire time at Oakton. Share a little bit more about how we intend to support your student. After your student's orientation advising experience, your student will continue to be connected with an academic advisor. Our hope and our recommendation is that your student connects with an advisor at least once a semester. In general, throughout your student's time at Oakton, their advisor is here to help with, explore educational options and pathways. Advisors are here to explain and communicate curriculum and program requirements. They'll assist in selecting courses based on your student's educational and career goals. In general, each student here at Oakton is assigned to an academic advisor. And so your student can find out who their assigned advisor is. It is housed in their My Oakton portal in their student profile. We use a rough like last name and primary campus formula to assign advisors to students. So during our standard periods, we conduct 30-minute pre-scheduled appointments, either virtual or in person. And then again, during these appointments, some of the popular topics include major selection, transfer planning, academic standing and probation advising, student success referrals, degree audit review, financial aid appeals, and educational planning, which we'll talk a little bit more about in the next slide. Students are strongly encouraged to meet with their advisor every semester. The advisor will encourage, support, and guide students each semester as they progress through their academic program. Educational planning. I really want to highlight educational planning because it really very much is the core of what we do in our department. For a student, knowing what their end goal is makes all the difference to find the motivation to persist and actually complete those goals. Research has shown that students who have a clear path forward semester by semester tend to persist at higher rates. And so because of that, educational planning is one of the most important services that we provide at Oakton. So what exactly is an educational plan? It is a 2 to 6 semester map of how and when your student will complete coursework at Oakton. It is a high impact practice that is shown to be successful and impactful in terms of student success. This plan is a digital plan. It can be revised and changed whenever. So, it can be changed if your student's goals change or if your student wants to explore something new. They can simply meet with their advisor to update their educational plan. Your student is strongly encouraged, again, to meet with an advisor every semester. This will just help to ensure that the student's educational plan reflects any changes that may have occurred as they go through each semester during their time here at Oakton. Outside of educational planning, we also do many other things within our department to help support your student. And so I wanted to share some of those things with you now. Probation and intervention. So the Student Success e-workshop or Project Success student workshop, those are interventions for students who are placed on academic probation, meaning that their GPA may have fallen below the 2.0. And so within these workshops, we provide support and assistance to help move students back into good academic standing. Another intentional touch point is our advising on demand / classroom visits. Our advisors partner with faculty members to provide advising resources and to visit classrooms to share our services and help promote and encourage students to connect with us. When we are on campus, our advisors complete roughly 150 classroom visits each year. So your students will see our advisors in their offices for appointments, but they'll also see them in their classrooms. A few other opportunities and experiences that we promote within our department. One is the College 101 College Success Seminar. This course is really a cool course that is recommended for a student that is new to college because the curriculum covers things like academic planning, study skills, time management, learning one's preferences and learning styles, how to communicate effectively, strategies for note and test taking, and then critical thinking in college. So these are really important skills that your student can learn in this class and carry throughout their entire college experience. Another thing that we recommend strongly for students is to develop relationships with their faculty. We want your students to engage with their faculty right from the start in their first classes. And your students can do these things easily by attending office hours, kind of being vocal in classes, asking questions, and asking faculty for help. What I really appreciate about Oakton is that our faculty are dedicated teachers, and they're not just here because they're looking to spend all their time researching. They really want to work with students to provide a positive learning environment. And along with the College Success Seminar and connecting with faculty, I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again, educational planning with their academic advisor. And then getting involved on campus. We have over 40 registered clubs and organizations on campus. And so it's really important for students to get connected with their peers and students that they see in their classrooms. We have an emerging leaders program. Through that program, students can participate in a range of special activities and workshops and training opportunities that really can help sharpen their leadership and project management skills. And then lastly, the first year experience course. This is another high impact practice that was developed to help students get acclimated to being a college student. These classes are designed to meet the needs of new degree seeking students with the focus on learning and practicing critical thinking and communication skills. In these courses, your students will learn how to create an educational plan with their advisor. They will explore the plethora of college support services and resources available at Oakton. They'll be encouraged and just kind of supported to get involved in a class community at Oakton. And so when your student meets with their academic advisor, please encourage and remind them to ask about an FYE course. Again, these are our first year experience courses, and we strongly recommend that your student consider registering for one of these courses during their first or second semester. All right, well, that's all that I had to share with you all today about your student's journey to success. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. If you have any questions,